Hi guys, we're wrapping up Maple Leafs Week with, yeah, that's what we're calling it. We're calling it Maple Leafs Week with a little bit of country music from a great artist. She's been around for as long as I can remember, Dolly Parton. I remember first exposure to Dolly, she was on television with Porter Wagner. They had a show on, and my uncle used to always have it on, and that was when it was real country and western, right? Now, I didn't really get into listening to Dolly till she kind of made that crossover out of the real diehard country into the more pop country. I don't even want to say rock, but you know, that transitional music. And probably 9 to 5 would have been around that era. And I found there was quite a few songs that I really enjoyed what she was doing. She was great as a singer. She was great as a performer. She was in the movies fantastic. And like I say, I found this album was a good cross-section of hits. Again, that's the idea of the greatest hits album, right? Because I had a couple other Dolly ones, but I thought those are very specific. And each of them have things that I like about them, but this one's a good one for exposure if you really haven't listened to her before. And again, if you're thinking country music, well, it's country music with a twist. It's a kind of an updated version. It's more crossover than country. Now, just give you a look at the album. This one's a double gatefold album. Here we got lots of pictures. See the one from Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. We already covered that one with her and Burt Reynolds. Inside, a lot more photos. You see her and Burt there. I've got a lot to cover in. So not a lot of information came with the album. It was more just about the pictures and, you know, the packaging. What kind of tunes does she play on here? Well, we got a few Dolly Parton originals, obviously 9 to 5. But You Know I Love You, Heartbreak Express, another Dolly Parton tune, Old Flames Can't Hold a Candle to You, Applejack by Dolly Parton, and Me and Little Andy, written by Dolly Parton. Second one, and again, this was one of her big crossovers by Barry Mann and Cynthia Weil, was Here You Come Again, Hard Candy Christmas, which we covered in Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. That's another great tune there. Two Doors Down, written by Dolly. It's All Wrong, But It's All Right by Dolly. Do I Ever Cross Your Mind? And I Will Always Love You, Dolly Parton. Now, Dolly wrote the tune, I'll Always Love You, but it seemed to become a bigger hit or more recognized when Whitney Houston did it. From, I believe it was The Bodyguard. Is that right, girls? From The Bodyguard. So, Dolly has her songs covered by other performers as well, but like I said, you hear her version of it, and I think that version was also on the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas album. But it's just a good introduction into what she does. There's some fun music on here. There's some great hits on here. Again, the kind of things you'll be singing along with once you've listened to the album. Now, this album, I'm not even sure on the date of it, 1982. So it's been around, gosh, 41 years. So there's probably lots of hits that we've not included in here. Chances of finding this in someone's collection, pretty good. Chance of finding it in your discount stores, your yard sales, also pretty good. Is it online? Well, of course it is. Dolly Parton's online. Lots of chance to check her out and some of her other material. Newer albums, even back getting into the older style of what Dolly was doing. And video. So lots of opportunity to check her out. Great music to kick off your weekend with. I know sometimes we get the idea country music is, you know, not for me, but hey, this one's pretty appealing. It really reached a large audience, and it's not that old diehard country that Dolly was doing in the 60s. Got to get out of that mindset. We're into, you know, a whole modern age, and music's changing. Now, whether it's country, whether it's folk, whether it's rock, is it good music? Then let's listen to it. Okay, Dolly Parton's greatest hits. Everybody, have a great weekend. Take care, stay safe. We'll see you on Monday.